Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday. Happy Holy Week. It is Holy Week. Easter is coming on Sunday. So since it is Holy Week, I did not do a live video. I was attending church. So I do have this pre-recorded video for you so that we can still have a project. Just a reminder, share my video to be entered into a prize drawing. And if you want my PDF tutorial with the instructions for today's project, go ahead and join my email list and I will have them both linked for you. Thanks so much. Let's get started. All right, so here's our project for today. I'm using the Thoughtful Expressions stamp set and dies. I love these dies because of these ones. Not to mention that they cut out all the other things that go with the stamps, but these dies are retiring. The stamp set will be carried over into the new annual catalog, but if you'd like to get the bundle because you'd like to have the dies that go with it, now's the time to get it. You need to get them before they retire. So if you have any questions about it, just let me know, but I would suggest to get it now. This is a very beautiful set to work with. So as you notice, there's no sentiment on the outside, but when you open your box, there's a sentiment on the inside. And I put some little Reese's peanut butter cups in mine. You could probably fit nuggets, Hershey nuggets, Hershey mini bars, you name it. I'm sure that they will fit in there. So we are going to start out with some Moody Mauve cardstock. I haven't really used this color a whole lot. Don't ask me why, but I haven't. But we are going to cut this at 4 by 5 3/4. But I'm going to cut the 4 side first. And then this other one, we're going to need 3 3/4 by 7. So 3 3/4. All right, now let's open up the arm. And we'll go back to our 4 inch is by 5 3/4. And this one, we're just going to score all 4 sides at 1 inch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm using the 1 inch on this side. Okay, and now this one was our 3 3/4, and we need to cut it by 7 1/4. All right, now this one, let's get that blade out of the way. We're going to score the long side at 1 1/8. 3 1/8. 4 1/4. This is going to be our wrap. The other one's going to be the box. And 6 1/4, which is right there. You barely see it's a notch on the brown part. Now this little section here is smaller than this section, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Well, let's go ahead and fold and burnish all these ones. And this one is barely smaller, but you'll be able to tell that you want the larger section on the outside. So this small one, you're just going to line those up. We'll glue it, and let me just glue it and show you what I'm talking about. So this is the smaller section. Hoping that glue wasn't gonna like blow up. It's a little bit warm outside, but it's super, super windy. And I forgot to tell you all happy Easter. I mean, we're not quite there. Sunday, see, I did put too much glue. But then there's our square wrap. And then you can see on the inside where it's smaller, the smaller section. We have some dirt bike riders. We have a lot of open land behind us, so you might be hearing them go by. We'll burnish all these lines. But yeah, does everybody have some plans for Easter? I'm going to be having family over, probably around 18. Now, I just like to angle these. That's totally optional for you. That's just my own personal preference. They're going to go on the inside of the box, and nobody will really notice. They're just going to look at those treats that you have inside there. But I just personally like to angle them. I don't know. Not sure why. Sometimes I think because of the score lines, to make sure that your score lines are all good. So we're gonna glue these. So this is one of the new in colors, or this is one of the in colors from this year. So every year, Stampin' Up! Gets 5 new in colors. So in the new annual catalog, there's gonna be 5 new colors. There's 4 that are going, or 5 that are going away. Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide, Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, and Parakeet Party. Did I get them all? Those will be going away, and we're going to get the 5 new colors. So let me see if I could remember them. Let me get my lid here. Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, and Pretty in Pink. Pretty in Pink is a returning color. So we're going to let this, we could set these aside and dry. But I'm going to be having my in color club. And what it is each month, you're going to get one of the new in colors. It's kind of like a subscription. You commit to from May to September. We're going to stamp these flowers here. I got to stop talking and work. And then we're going to stamp the hummingbird. They're both being stamped in Memento ink because we're going to use our Stampin' blends. And so basically, it's kind of like a subscription. And each month I will bill you. But each month you're going to get your color of the month. It'll be one of the 5, and by the end of September you'll have all 5 colors, and this way you don't have to buy everything all at once. I'm looking for my light. This is my light. And so you'll get a package of cardstock, Stampin' blends, you'll get the Stampin' Right marker, the ribbon, the shimmer gems. I'm not sure if I could think of everything that you'll be getting, but at the end of the 5 months, you will have all 5 colors with all of the products. Oh, the ink pads, the ink refill. There's a list. I'll be putting all those details in my email though, because I know it's a lot to take in. So I just colored this section here and this here with the light moody mauve. And now I'm going to use Granny Apple Green on the wings. And yeah, so each month you'll be billed and it'll be like a surprise. You're going to get a free embellishment from me each month. You know, the shimmer gems will be included in your package, but I'm going to add a free embellishment from the new catalog each month. So it's like you're getting something for free with your purchase. And I will give you also a handmade card in your color of the month. So say it was Shy Shamrock, you would get a card with Shy Shamrock. All right, so this is all light. And you might have noticed I left those little rings. I'm going to do those dark. Just like the, I don't know, I don't want to say shadow, but just, and then we're going to just do some lines over these little bit of dark areas so that it's not all like one color. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's gonna notice or say, hey, that's not supposed to be that way. But just kind of giving it some texture. So actually, we're gonna go ahead and do the leaves the same way. What I do is just do a few of these lines in the leaves, and then I'm coloring all these small ones in with the dark. And then we'll fill the bigger ones in with the light, the dark. I love coloring in with my Stampin' blends. Some people, they're not too keen on having to color. They'd rather have a stamp. But to me, it's a little relaxing. And one of the ladies in my class, one of my last classes, she said the same thing. She goes, I like to color because it just relaxes me. It's funny, you know, we're all different. Some get a little stressed out, like it's too much. And others, it relaxes them, but it's whatever makes you happy. All right, did I get them all? I don't know what's going on here, but we'll add some color there. And then now we're gonna do kind of the same. We're gonna go over these again with the light, or we're gonna color the flowers in with the light, and then we're gonna do the lines just like we did on the hummingbird with the dark. I hope I haven't been sticking my head in the camera. I'm just over here coloring away. And kind of also like on the hummingbird, these little ring things out here, we're gonna do those in the dark as well. I don't know what you would call them. Shadow ring. And then we're gonna do the center of our flowers in dark Daffodil Delight. And almost done, trying to hurry so that I'm not coloring all day. But I like this stamp. So a lot of you know that I like hummingbirds. So this will definitely be a keeper stamp set for me. Just like the lilies, that is retiring. But I have a granddaughter named Lily. So we actually always get lilies. For whenever the kids send me flowers, I get lilies. And let's color that in with the dark Daffodil Delight. And then I'm going to kind of lighten these up since they're a little bit dark. And I'm using the color lifter. And I'm just going to go around, like, around the top areas of each. And you'll see the color lifting pretty quick. See the color already lifting? And it's just to kind of lighten them up. Again, it's your preference, but just to add. And then if you want, we can add, even though I just lightened up, we can add some darks on the lines so that, again, it's like texture. All right, so see how they lightened up? So now we can die cut these. I'm probably gonna have to trim my paper. And again, these dies, unfortunately, are gonna go away. They're retiring. So if you want to fussy cut them all out, you don't need to buy the dies. That's funny, I don't mind fussy cutting, but obviously if there's a die, I'm gonna take a die as well. So let's put our hummingbird one on. And I like to tape these because they have their own mind and they want to move a lot of times. Actually, this one, it seems pretty tight. Like it's not going to move, but I'm still going to tape it. The other day I was die cutting and mine, I was like staying still, but I think once I rolled it, it moved, and then my things were all off. They were not die cut properly. So there's our hummingbird and our flowers. And now we are going to cut some designer series paper for our box. This is all, oops, dried. We will put this in, slide our box in, and we're going to cut the designer series paper. So we're going to need, it needs to be 3 5/8. So let's go this way. 3 5/8 is after the half. 3 5/8 is going to be the width. And then we're going to need a 1 7/8, which is our lid. And then we're going to need a 1 and a 1 for our sides. I did not put a piece on the bottom. If you'd like to put a piece on the bottom, you can use this same size, which is the 1 7/8 by 3 5/8. So we're going to glue our pieces on. And put it right on the top. I hear the dirt bikes. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing them. This glue is like really coming out pretty fast and a lot. You know, everybody's on spring break, so they're out. We have so much open land behind us that we get a lot of the dirt bikes, ATVs, and all that. And then plus a lot of people walk. It's not really a trail, but we see quite a bit of people walking behind as well. All right, so let's go ahead and add our flowers and put a few of these dimensionals. I'm going to put another one. And we're going to put our hummingbird so that he looks like he's drinking. He or she is drinking out of the flower. You can see how those have really lightened up a lot now. Oops, that one stuck, the backing stuck. And I'm just going to put 2 on here because the wings are going to hang off the back or the box. Let me get this. Sometimes even when you have nails, it's hard to get these off. Okay, our hummingbird's going to be getting some nectar. So right like so. And we are going to use some of these blooming pearls. These are carrying over as well. So let me get my take your pick tool. I'm going to add a gold one. Oops. Well, we were going to add a gold one there. And we'll add a gold one over here and a small one over here. And I need to glue my paper better. Since that glue was squishing out, I didn't want to get it too much on the ends. So we're not done because, like I said, you know, our sentiment is missing. And another thing with our box. So this is totally optional. If you have one, where did I do it? This is a 1/2 inch punch. I have kept all my circle punches from Stampin' Up! Because, you know, when don't you need a circle punch? So this one, I'm just going to do a 1/2 circle, a little notch, so then they know to open it from this side. That's the only reason I'm doing it. And we're going to have them open it from that side because we want our sentiment to pop up when they open it. If they open it from this side, they'll get it at the end, not right away. So this is a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. So cut it 3 1/4. And then we're going to score it at, I believe, 2 3/4. Where's my measurements? Yes, 2 3/4. And we're going to put that little score line. And then we know to stamp our sentiment here and not on the score line. Did I just see a dimensional backing inside my ink pad? I probably get them all the time. So enjoy your day. And let's see, was there a dimensional or was I seeing things? Oh no, it wasn't. I was seeing things. So now we're going to fold our little score line and burnish it if you like. We're going to add some glue and stand my box up so you can see. Hopefully it's going to go right below here. So hopefully in the camera you can see. Add some glue. Make sure this is right. And just below that little notch. It's a nice thing about the glue, it moves. So in case it's not stuck correctly, I'm going to use my little bone folder to kind of hold it in place, glue. I think I could have moved it a little bit. It's fine. Nobody's going to notice that it's not 100%, but there, let's take the candies out of this one and put them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know today that when you're going to watch this, it's going to be Easter, but these would have made good Easter favors, or like any little hostess. So here was our box, and we're going to put it right in here like so. And there's our box. So see the little tab, they'll know to pull it this way, and they're going to get their sentiment. If you don't have it and they open it the other way, they push through this way, they're just going to get their sentiment that way. Actually, either way. Maybe I like it the other way instead of going this way. Because maybe this way they're not expecting it. What do you guys think? What do you prefer? So, of course, I like to add Wink Stella. We know Wink Stella is on back order. Do you know even Amazon? Why did that squirt all over? But I would just add, if you have some Wink Stella on hand, just add it to the Moody Mauve so that the flowers sparkle and our little hummingbird sparkles. Wow, I'm surprised all that came squirting out. But it is on back order, so if you have it, you know me, I use quite a bit of it. So I always have, well, I do have some on hand. I usually keep like 2 to 3 on hand at a time because I use it so much. But there's our boxes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will be back live next Wednesday. You guys have a happy Easter and take care. Bye.